Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm very excited because I just finished reviewing this strategy and I think it's a very good strategy that even beginners can start applying. Okay, so what is this strategy? Well, this strategy is the 5-minute scalping strategy that's recorded by the moving average. Okay, it's a very good strategy. The reason why I like it is because it is mechanical, meaning that you don't really need much experience to execute it. Okay, if you follow it step by step, then you should be able to replicate his success, or you are able to replicate this trading strategy. Okay, not many trading strategies out there are like this. A lot of strategies out there require experience, but this one is pretty mechanical, meaning that if you just stick to the rules, you just stay disciplined and you stick to the rules, you should be able to turn a profit. Now, as a disclaimer, I have not really thoroughly tested this strategy, so I will not comment on whether it's the highest win rate. But what I can tell you based on 18 years of experience is that this strategy is pretty sound. Okay, it follows the trend and the rules are pretty easy to follow. Now, not to worry if you have not yet watched this video, because what I want to do in this video is to start off by giving you a quick summary of this strategy. Then I want to go on to what I like about this. And then lastly, I want to give you additional odds enhancer to help you improve the win rate or help you to find trades which are more likely to play out well. Okay? Now, in case you are new to the channel, on this channel, what I like to do is I like to review strategy videos such as this. Okay, we do review videos of other traders as well to share with you what I think about the strategy, whether it's workable and whether beginners can actually use it. Now, a lot of times strategies are not like this. Okay, they are not like this video where beginners can actually use it. And that's why I'm very excited about this strategy, because I know if you follow it, you have a very good chance of turning a profit. Okay, so this is why I think you should really take notes on this strategy. You should really take the time to watch this video finish and then jump over to this video right here to watch this. Okay, because this is really good stuff. And I believe that if you're still struggling, this strategy is going to help you out a ton. Now, with that being said, right, do appreciate if you could support this channel. Do hit the like button if you have not already done so. Do subscribe as well, because there's really many trading videos that I upload on this channel which will help you a ton. Okay, now moving on into the strategy, let me do a quick summary. Okay, so this strategy is based on 3 moving averages. So if you use the indicator that he's provided, what he's actually using is the 21 period, the 50 period, and the 200-day moving average. Okay, so the essence of the strategy is that you want price to be above all 3 moving averages. So the white line here represents the 21-day, the green line here represents the 50-day, and the red line here represents the 200-day moving average. So you want all 3 moving average to be in alignment, meaning to say that if you want to go long, then price must be above the 21-day, the 50-day, and the 200-day. Okay, so in this case, you can see right on this candle right here, price is above the moving averages. Okay, that's the first criteria. Second criteria involves looking at the RSI. So right over here, we got the first criteria where price is trading above all 3 moving averages, as you can see. Now just look down. Okay, look down and you can see that the RSI is at about 55.91, and that's greater than the 50 level, which I've marked out as this red, or rather pink dotted line right here. Okay, so that's the second criteria. Very straightforward. Now, the third criteria is that you want to enter when you see an engulfing pattern or a 3S pattern. Okay, what's a 3S pattern? Now, a 3S pattern, you can see right here, 3S bull is very simple. It just means that there's 3 bearish candle and 1 bullish candle. Okay, same thing for a 3S bear. You have 3 bullish candle, 1, 2, 3, and then you have a bearish candle. Okay, pretty straightforward. Now, again, this indicator is phenomenal. Okay, what he's done in this entire strategy is he has already given you this indicator, and it's perfect, because you can see that below the candle there is this arrow right here. The arrow already tells you that this is an engulfing candle or is a 3S pattern. Okay, so it's already done for you. There's really no guessing. Even if you are a beginner trader, you can just follow this. Okay, this is what I really like about this, and this is why I highly recommend that you check this video out next. Okay, it's really very well done. Now, the last thing that you want to do is, of course, you want to control your risk. So in this case, your risk to reward is just 1:2. So let's say if you put your stop loss like that, and your take profit will be just 2 times your risk. Okay, so your stop loss, of course, goes below the recent low, and your take profit is just 2 times your risk. So in this case, if you are risking about 11 or rather 12 pips, then your take profit will be about 24 pips. Okay, very straightforward strategy. Now, I don't want to spend too much time because this is a great strategy that he's really gone in depth in his video. I want to spend more time talking about what I like about this and how do you actually improve this strategy. Now, previously I already mentioned why I like this strategy a lot, but the main reason why I like this is because of the indicator. You can see that this indicator already tells you all that you need to know. It gives you the moving average, it gives you the exact candle that you should be focusing on. The only thing that you need to do is you just need to analyze and look whether the criteria are being met. Okay, and the best part is that these criteria are not subjective. Okay, there are a lot of strategies out there which, when you trade, you don't really know whether the criteria are there. It takes experience, but in this case, the strategies right here that I've just explained to you, it's so simple that even a 10-year-old kid can follow. You can ask a 10-year-old kid and ask him and say, okay, look, this signal right here, okay, let's use an example. This signal right here, is this valid or not? And you can just literally check and ask him, okay, is the moving average all up? Is the price above all 3 moving averages? Is the RSI in this case above 50? Yes, it is. Okay, go ahead and take the trade. Okay, it's that straightforward. Now, this is what I like about it. Now, lastly, I want to end off this video by talking about additional odds enhancer that you can use to improve the win rate. So in case you do not know what odds enhancers are, they are certain filters or additional conditions that you can look for increase your win rate. Okay, so let me just run through them with you. The first thing that I recommend you do when you're using a strategy like this is to trade during the right sessions. So what do I mean by this? Right here, we are trading the Aussie yen, and because this is a scalping strategy, then you want to trade when the market is active. So what do I mean by active? You want to trade when the Australian market is open or the yen market is open or the Japan, okay? So how do you do this? Just head over to the Forex factory, click on the market here and look for the trading session. Okay, so right now it's about 7 a.m. In my country. So right now the Sydney market is open or the Australian market is open. So this timing is a good time to trade the Aussie yen because the market for Australia is open. So you want to trade when the market is open. The other thing that you want to take note is that majority of the movement happens during the London and the New York session. So if you're trying to scalp and you're trying to trade with the trend, then obviously you're going to need momentum. You're going to need price to move. So for you to get the best setups, it's best that you stick to either the market session of the currency pair that you are trading. If not, if that's a bit confusing for you, then just stick to the London or US trading session. Better still, trade the overlap between the 2 sessions, which in my case will be the 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. mark. Okay, basically when London is open and New York is open, because that's where you're going to get the best movement. That's where the big boys are trading and you're going to get volatility in the market. Okay, you need that if you're trying to scalp. You don't want to be scalping in an environment where price is just going up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's not going anywhere. Okay, that's the first tip I have for you. The second tip I have for you is to avoid trading news events. Okay, so just head over to the Forex factory and you can see that it shows you the news event. So let's say you are trading Aussie. Do not trade Aussie on Wednesday before the news event right here, okay? Because remember, you're scalping. What happens during news event is that price gets very volatile and it's very easy for you to get stopped out during news event. Okay, so just pay attention. Wait for the news event to be over, and then once the news event is over, then you can go look for setups. But do not trade before news event because that's kind of like gambling. You're gambling that price is just going to go your direction. Okay, in trading we don't want to be gambling, we want to be speculating. Speculating means that you take trades where there's a high probability. You don't want to be guessing or you don't want to be betting. Now, lastly, he didn't actually talk about multiple time frame analysis, but personally, I think it's very important. So how do you actually do multiple time frame analysis? That's a very big topic on its own. I have a lot of videos on this channel, right? I don't want to go too deep into that, but I just want you to consider that this is the 5 minutes time frame. What you could do is you can just check the 15 minutes time frame and just make sure that the 15 minutes time frame is also in alignment. So what do I mean by in alignment? You want to make sure that 15 minutes time frame is probably in the uptrend as well. So in this case, if you want to go long on a 5 minutes time frame right here, let's say this setup right here, check the 15 minutes time frame. If you see that the 15 minutes time frame is trending downwards, like something like this, let me just show you, something like that, but the 5 minutes time frame is trending upwards like this, then it's probably a better idea to stay out of this trade because the higher time frame is not in alignment. Okay, this is a very good odds enhancer. It will drastically increase your win rate if you just take the time. It doesn't take you long to just switch over to the higher time frame and check that the higher time frame is in the right direction. Okay,